You can't write this stuff. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 improvised movie moments.
Tell me what's funny.
For this list, we've chosen movie scenes or lines that were ad-libbed or otherwise changed by an actor in the heat of the moment.
How about a magic trick?
Number 10. Delayed gratification is no joke.
I'm gonna make this pencil disappear.
The Dark Knight. No one could have predicted the darkness Heath Ledger would bring to the role of Batman's nemesis.
You don't have any say in the matter, Commissioner Gordon.
And no one could have scripted it either. Ledger improv'd several moments that increased the tension tenfold. Most notable is the Joker's explosive confusion. Instead of simply boarding his bus between explosions as scripted, Ledger decided on-site to fiddle with his detonator, bringing some appropriate dark comedy to the scene. Number 9. Singin' in the Rape, A Clockwork Orange. Always a perfectionist, Stanley Kubrick shot and reshot the scene where the main group of droogs engages in their brand of ultra-violence, which in this case involved beating and gang rape. But the scene still felt empty, so Kubrick instructed actor Malcolm McDowell to inject a little spontaneity. Which he did to the tune of Singin' in the Rain. It's a terrifying blend of happiness and evil.
What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again.
Number 8.
I'm Joe Buck from Texas.
A Walk to Remember, Midnight Cowboy.
I'm gonna buy you a drink. What the hell do you think of that?
I don't mind if I do.
Though there's some debate about whether this scene was actually unscripted, it's still a memorable movie moment that Dustin Hoffman claims to have improvised.
They can't be trotting down to Times Square to pick out the merchandise.
He and John Voight are walking NYC streets, discussing the ins and outs of the gigolo business, when bam!
I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
A taxi works its way into the shot, almost running Hoffman down.
Get out of here!
But method acting's his game, so he stays in character the entire time.
Sorry about that. Actually, that ain't a bad way to pick up insurance, you know.
Hey, your head's bleeding. First aid there.
Number 7. Boat Envy, Jaws. This ain't just any shark, and Chief Brody knows it. So did the actor playing him, Roy Scheider. He was the one who invented the film's most famous line off the cuff.
Slow ahead. I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chum some of this shit.
The first time we actually get a look at the giant great white, Scheider decided to cut the tension with a one-liner that earned its spot in the annals of film history.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Our laughter is nervous laughter. Number 6. Mirror Image, Taxi Driver.
Faster than you.
Martin Scorsese encourages actors to contribute to his films, and this is one case where he hit pay dirt.
You make the move. It's your move.
The script read, Travis speaks to himself in the mirror.
I'm trying you.
Robert De Niro turned those instructions into one of the most famous and oft-quoted sequences in cinema history.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Perfectly capturing Travis Bickle's loneliness and alienation, this scene has been cited as the one that says the most about his flawed personality.
Well, I'm the only one here.
Gee, I wish I was big just once.
Number 5. Funny How, Goodfellas.
Really funny. Really funny.
What do you mean I'm funny?
Even if you've never seen this flick, there's one scene you know.
Corey, it's funny. You're a funny guy.
Scorsese again allowed actors to invent dialogue, which he would then retroactively add into the script.
You're just funny. It's You know, the way you tell the story and everything.
And Joe Pesci nabbed an Oscar by showing he could turn on a dime.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Not only does his improvised diatribe explain his character,
He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say? You're right. Funny how?
it also stops his buddies dead in their tracks and has audiences holding their breath.
I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh.
Get the fuck out of here, Tommy.
You motherfucker! I almost had him. You stuttering prick, yeah.
Number 4, Hopkins is hysterical, The Silence of the Lambs.
Good evening, Clarice.
Sir Anthony Hopkins is still haunting our dreams with his portrayal of cannibalistic serial killer Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Jesus Christ!
And the scene where he's introduced is arguably his creepiest.
Good morning.
And yes, we're counting the muzzle. The mounting tension and quiet hostility is palpable.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
But one sound sums it up best. Call it a hiss, a slurp, whatever. Hopkins invented it as a joke, and for that, he deserves his Oscar.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, your senior drill instructor.
Number 3, Major Malfunction, Full Metal Jacket.
And the first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be, sir. Do you maggots understand that? Sir, yes, sir.
What's the best way to portray how brutal drill instructors are?
You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you.
Hire a real one, obviously.
You had best yourself, or I will unscrew your head and shut down your neck.
Stanley Kubrick originally enlisted ex-Marine Arlie Ermey as a consultant for his war flick, thinking he wasn't vicious enough for the drill sergeant role.
It looks to me like the best part of you ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress. I think you've been cheated.
But Ermey proved him wrong and wound up chewing out recruits for almost 40 minutes straight as Gunnery Sergeant Hartman.
What's your name, scumbag?
Sir, Private Brown, sir!
Bullshit. From now on, you're Private Snowball. Do you like that name?
Sir, yes, sir!
Oh, and he invented about half of his own dialogue.
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
Number 2, all work and no play makes Jack crazy. The Shining.
Wendy, I'm home.
Mirroring the plot of this Stephen King adaptation, Stanley Kubrick caused the downward mental spiral of some of his actors, mainly Shelley Duvall. Helping him along was Jack Nicholson, who improv'd the film's shining moment. After chasing his family into a bathroom, Jack borrows a popular late-night catchphrase to add comedy and creepiness to the scene.
Here's Johnny.
The moral? Never play hide-and-seek with Jack Nicholson.
Out come out, wherever you are.
First screams are real.
Play it, Sam. Play as time goes by.
Number 1, we kid you not, Casablanca. This Hollywood classic is full of quotable lines.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
But only one was unscripted. Representing the couple's bond, the famous words are said by Humphrey Bogart multiple times through the film.
Here's looking at you, kid. Here's looking at you, kid. Here's looking at you, kid.
Turns out Bogey borrowed the phrase from real life. Between takes, he taught Ingrid Bergman to play poker, where he would often say,
Here's looking at you, kid.
Who knew you could ad-lib one of the most famous phrases in film history?
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris.
Do you agree with our list?
I don't care.
Which unscripted movie moments do you think are the best?
Ah! That's a war face. Now let me see your war face.
For more top 10s about your favorite flicks, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?